Waiting for some people to pop in and we'll see what's happening. Let's see what people are gonna say and do. So it's a gorgeous night out in Las Vegas. We'll wait a few minutes till people show up. Messing around with some live features here. What is this? Retouch is on. Retouch is off. Okay, at least 1 minute. Okay. What is up, people? Where are you guys from? What is going on? Where are you guys tuning in from? Where are you guys from? What is going on? Oh, already left. Already left. I can't believe it. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to chat about? I think it's Memorial Day weekend this time around, so people are probably not hanging out that much, just doing a whole bunch of different things, camping, hanging out, barbecuing, seeing all kinds of stuff. So where are you guys from? Let me know. Let's have some conversations. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome. What's going on, everybody? We have 2 people in here. So what's going on? Tell me a little bit about it. Tell me a little about it. Yeah. Here we go. Now people are starting to come in. 6 people. What's going on? Hello. How's it going? How are you doing today? Where are you guys from? I know these lives. I should do these more. I said hi. Hello. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Where are you guys tuning in from? Where are you guys tuning in from? Gotta do these lives on a more regular basis, I guess. So more people. You look familiar. Where are you from? Bob Binkleberry. Where are you from? Yeah, let me know. Where are you guys from? What are you guys up to? Just hanging out. So yeah, that'd be interesting. So where's everybody from? What's everybody doing? Hello. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Here we go. Now people are starting to join. What's going on? What is everybody doing over the long after long? Yeah. I appreciate you joining. What's going on? Where you guys? Nobody has said where they're tuning in from. So let's see. Do we got people all over the world or just U.S.? So yeah, and I look familiar. I don't know because I don't look familiar if I owe you money. So, but yeah. What else? What else you guys got going on? Appreciate you guys liking the chat or liking it. It's been super sweet. India, nice. Tuning in from Wyoming, I like it. You, my house, yeah. Wyoming. Why do you want my house to burn down? It's crazy. We don't get too many fires, so hey, I have some rental properties you could probably torch, get some nice insurance money out. Get the insurance money and run. Say, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So what town of India are you guys from? Or are you from? Man, oh man. So what are you guys doing over the long weekend? Can you show your backyard? Sure can. This is my backyard. Yarn. This is my backyard. Yeah, that's my backyard. Not too shabby, I would say. Could have done way worse. Could have done way worse. How's your situation in the U.S. better? Depending on what? That's it. That is it. What do you mean about is the situation in the U.S. better now? Economic wise, financially, present? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what that other is. Pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. I like it. I like it. I love sitting out here. It's like 94, so it's pretty hot. I think it's like 37 degrees Celsius. Yo, Marco Polo, glad you joined. Thanks for joining. Both economic, high interest rates. I wouldn't even blame it on presidency. It's just nobody knows how to do work in high interest rates environment. Buy buy a car on Klarna and then default on it. That'd be freaking crazy, right? Economic and financial conditions. It's high interest rates. Everybody's good till they're not. And then that's how it goes. I think when you have these conditions, like how we now with 7% mortgage rates, it's just had to come back up. You can't keep it at 1 or 2%. It was just going too hot. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Mandate for life. Not bad. Trying to get me to say something. I bet you can buy a Europe trip and Disneyland trip on Klarna. Oh, you can buy anything on Klarna. So you can buy stuff on Klarna now that's like $20 and you can finance it for like a long time. It's like crazy. They defaulted. These people default on their Klarna loans. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah. You want to say hi to my live viewers?
Yeah.
So, look at that. Got 14 people watching.
What's up, 14 people? Cheers.
Click the like button if you haven't. Yeah.
Click the like button a lot.
Yeah.
No, double tap the screen. Doesn't that give you like a bunch of hearts?
I don't know. I don't know if that's the same on TikTok as it is on YouTube. Yeah. People are saying that you can buy a Klarna, you can finance a trip on Klarna on Disneyland. You can buy that on
That's
Disney.
probably how people bought their Coachella tickets. Too.
Yeah, people bought their Coachella tickets. I heard credit scores. Are using. Yeah, it's bad. Bought an apartment in Brazil offline with an interest-free credit card. What? This guy bought an apartment. I don't think that's right. I think you're pulling my leg. I don't think you can buy an apartment in Brazil with an interest-free credit card. Is that true? I ain't gotta look that up. If that is true, that would be insane. Do you think? Can you Google that? Can you buy an apartment in Brazil with an interest-free credit card? Can you Google that? Somebody said your wife is hot. Thanks.
Can you buy
Best
a condo in Brazil?
Best about Klarna is that someone uses it now immediately. You want anything? Yeah, it's always in the long run. Your pot dealer might take Klarna. Yeah, it might come. It might come. I've seen crazier stuff. I'm not pulling you like.
Purchasing a condo in Brazil using an interest-free credit card is generally not feasible.
Yeah. Yeah. People sell plasma for food. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've seen these red buses. I've seen these plasma buses and they come and they give you like vouchers and Amazon and you can get some slices of pizza and yeah. Hot Dog Sands accepts credit card. Why wouldn't it be able to buy one? I don't know. They gotta get. So why I don't think that you can buy an apartment with a credit card is because if you call up your credit card company and say this wasn't me, and you then do a reverse and you call them up and you said it wasn't me, then the credit card pulls the money back and says, haha, we're not gonna pay the vendor. Then that's Remix 40. How do you know? How do I know what? How do I know what? So yeah, I know that hot dog stands. Everybody does like credit cards and does. Correct. You go for jail for fraud. Yeah, yeah. Or you just redo it and move to the United States, and they'll give you a Medal of Honor. They give you like, oh, you found a new trick. You found something new. Don't accept because of merchant fees. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. The merchant fees are just. If you get like something, if you use Stripe and you pay something for $200, the merchants gets like 189 something. We're going to sometimes with people Sleeping at their jobs. Yep, yep. People are gonna have to. So when you're looking at all these types of like environments that we're in, you gotta have to stand out, and you have to use AI somehow and come up with ideas how to be more competitive against your own team because you don't want to be the one that's being cut. Section 75 UK credit card. Look it up. Maximum protection is 30K. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, yeah. I have to look that up. But yeah, it's bad. It's like you gotta. There's gonna have to be new. People are posting videos of sleeping in storage units. I saw that. Oh, Palma California. I love it. Thank you, thank you. I love all. Yeah, I love California. Yeah, I saw that for $160. This one dude is like cooking in there and doing all kinds of stuff because he can't afford anything else. Developers swallow the fee. Yeah, yeah. I think that's like timeshares too. I think you can pay with. I think you can pay a timeshare with a credit card. But yeah, yeah. You know, like people got to do what they got to do to survive, and it's like if you're in the U.S. So in if you're from Switzerland, like there's only a certain amount of you can fall. Like when you're like here is like I'm not homeless, everything I can afford like rent of my apartment doing all this. There's only so much that they allow you to fall in Switzerland, and then they're like, no, we're gonna give you money, we're gonna do all this other stuff, and you're protected. But there's also only a so much better of a place that you can do. And in the US, there's like you can fall anywhere, but you can also like reach the sky. How's the European economy? I heard Japanese debt's worse than in Greece. Yeah, I heard about that. The debt is yeah, Japanese. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, it's all good till interest rates go up, and then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be in trouble." I'm not able to deliver projects faster thanks to AI. Not sure how job opportunities are in the US. It's brutal. Job opportunities, what do you think? Not so much.
Where?
US. Hard. Very competitive now, right? High
It
paying job.
depends. Restaurants are hiring. They can barely,
Uh,
doctors are hiring. They can barely find people.
yeah.
Software engineers? No.
Software engineers, dime a dozen.
Project managers? No.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I would say that if you're in the STEM field, very easy to find people now. 4 years ago, no, it was really hard. Now they're dime a dozen, and you can have the craziest interview, and you can take somebody that's like qualified up here, and you pay them down here because the market, it's everything is like supply and demand. If there's no demand for it, then then you're good. You know, like if there's no demand for it, then you can offer whatever price it. But when there's a high demand, you got to pay big prices. Can you meet me at the gas station? Why do I want to meet you at the gas station? You want to hang out, or do you want me to pay for a tank of gas? Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. It's just like you got to figure out like, and this has been like my take on it. You got to figure out how where to find balances between you being super individual productive, you with the organization being productive, and you kind of incorporating AI. And so then there's this fine middle line, what you can do within your organization to kind of be that go-to person. And then it's kind of harder for them to fire you, but they can still do it. And they might, depending on if they're going to just can a whole project. What do you mean you don't know? Can you be at a gas station? Where do you even live? If you're not in Vegas, it's going to be hella hard for me to come out anywhere to meet you at a gas station. Believe in Jesus. The end is near. Yeah. The financial end, at least. I don't think that the end of civilization's here yet. Florida? You live in Florida? What town in Florida do you live in? I used to live there years ago. I used to live there. I used to live in Florida, Cape Coral, Fort Myers. Yeah, been there years. Tampa? Oh, what part? What part? What part of Tampa? Yeah, I used to go up there. They got some real nice areas in Tampa. But yeah, yeah, there's some real nice areas in Tampa. We used to. Where did we go in Tampa last time we were there? I think downtown Tampa. Super cute. Outer skirts. Yeah, and then there's Lakeland. Lakeland's gorgeous. I think I did Lakeland. Yeah, make America great. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just who we are as society now. We have our problem too. Here we go. We have our problem too. Like high debt, tons of property taxes. My auto and home insurance is gone now. But USA is a good company and that's a good price. Yeah. I believe you. Are you talking about Florida or are you just talking about the United States? Anthony, developing a nice product. The first of its kind. Cumin-based condiment. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Hey, this job market is cooked. Yeah. Yeah. This you gotta. Oh, California. Yeah, I know. It's funny because I used to. So when I lived in California, I've tried to get my Tesla insured, and they wanted so much money for my Tesla. And then they came out with Tesla insurance, and it was like half of what everybody else was. And I just checked the other day how much like Tesla is. They have like now a score that they adjust your rate every month depending on how you drive it. It's absolutely crazy. They're just coming after everybody. That state needs money, and they're not shy to tell you we need money. And we spent it on the random stuff, and now we're like, there's no money. We need to come after you and get it. If that state was managed like well, and you can kind of set the politics aside and say, you know what, we're gonna just kick it in the butt, then that state would have 90% of the population, like everybody being California. Yeah, yeah. Just stupid and wasted too much money. Yeah, I know. I know. It's just it's from what they spend money on. I think they spent I don't know how many billions in homelessness, and it keeps going up. And it's just like you spend so much money. There's not been any results. You let gorgeous downtown areas like San Francisco demise and let it go where tourists want to go that bring you money, and then you penalize tourists and you say, oh, it's that's what their living is, and it's like, oh, these homeless people have belongings and all this other stuff. It's like you got to clean it up because we're paying so you can get health insurance. So when something happens to you, you can still get an ambulance, and so people need to come here, take pictures of these areas, and not step in feces. Gonna bounce screenshot my name. Catch you later. Hey, it's good talking to you. Yeah, the bullet train is over. Oh my gosh, 80 billion for a budget. They had like that bullet train had. I think they spent like I don't know, like $2 billion on a half a mile bridge. Where are you from? Like originally Switzerland, now American, living in Las Vegas. The tariff. Do you think the tariffs will make things better? I think so. Yeah, I think in the long run, like not overnight, but I think in the long run, tariffs will eventually get people to think differently and then come and remanufacture. Because if tariffs are there in place, then either China or whoever's going to have these tariffs needs to subsidize their product by 25-30% cheaper, or then they pay them at the port of entry, these companies, and then it's like, hey, how much is the consumer willing to pay for that product? How much is the company gonna eat? How much is China gonna eat? And then we'll see. It's gonna be like a mixed equation because the company can't just pass on 25% tariffs to the consumer because thank God we live in the United States and there's everybody and their dog want to sell stuff here. So if they want to sell their waffle maker or anything, or their fryer, their Ninja fryer, whatever it is, and try to sell it here, and it's going to go up by 25%, people are going to say, you know what, we can manufacture cheaper, do something else, and they always find ways around it, and then they're out. And so, in the long run, I think if you have good enough tariffs, some of the manufacturing will come back. It might come back with manufacturing automations, but some form will come back. Not an ATM machine. The Japanese are right on. Yeah. The problem is it's not just the tariffs. It's that Americans cannot consume an infinite amount of consumer items. It just doesn't work. In patrolling, like in the early 2000s, the United States was like, oh, we'll protect the world from shipping and do all kinds of stuff, and we're like, hey, we're gonna secure trade, global trade, and all of a sudden, I think we had like the U.S. has like 700 military bases, and once you have 700 military bases around the world, all of a sudden that costs money. And if you don't have any money, you can't have that many bases. It's like you having 20 cars stored at different airports for when you go to that place and you're like, I might need it. I might need it, but then comes to find out I don't go there that much. And so it's like, we can't have that many bases. It's not good. So it just costs money. That's what the spending is from consumer. Yeah. But then again, when you say tariffs will reduce spending from consumers, they will. They will definitely pull back, but they're pulling back anyway because they're just broke, you know? Or these payment plans like Klarna wouldn't even be a thing. So people have to pull back anyways. So it's not like, and it's like you gotta look at reality and be like, hey, how much are we gonna spend? How much are we gonna keep? And what do we want to outsource? When you're like, I want to have my waffle maker made in China, that's fine. But when you're starting to say, oh, we're going to have Chinese cars and everything else, and then it's going to destroy your whole industry, right? And there's nothing wrong with doing that. It's just that they can then not come in and say, oh, we're just going to keep increasing the price. And this is what my video was about today. So if Tesla wants to do these robot taxis, they're going to say, we're going to lower the price of a few miles driving for like no money. It's going to ruin Uber. It's going to ruin Lyft. It's going to ruin everything. And then what's going to happen is that they can slowly increase the price because they're the go-to person. High status replacement of having, yeah. Good job. Yeah, that is a high status when you have a good job. Yeah, they're broke. Yeah, we are broke. When you look at the deficits and you're looking at all these types of things, how much Americans are taxed, it's insane. It's literally crazy. And it's not just that we're taxed to no end. It's all these fees that everybody has a little fee in there. Oh, credit card fee. Oh, there's a fee over there. There's a greeter fee. There's a dishwasher fee. There's a credit card fee. There's a sitting down at the table for your food fee. There is, oh, you want your food hot? There's a fee for that too. And it's just getting ridiculous. And then they're like, oh, you got a tip on top of that. And then they add the tip, and then they say, oh, it's taxes, and then you tip on top of the taxes. It's a whole system that's like outdated. It's like, yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh, you gotta revamp it. You gotta say, you know what, this is it. Job market is fine if you have actual job skills. Yeah, depending on what you have. Yeah, like if you're in a good paying job, then you don't have an issue. Like if you're in an industry that's in demand right now, you're good. But there's a lot of people have skills that aren't in demand, and then it's really hard, and you got to be really good at selling. And not everybody's really good at selling. Do you think credit rating for your stock going better for the interest payments? Do you think the credit card US that's going better from the interest payments fueled by tariffs? I don't think it has much to do with if the credit rating, like how they degraded the AAA standing to just 2A or whatever it is, because when you look at how much volume, so when you're looking at if the U.S. dollar is just a currency that was just used in the United States, it would have a huge effect. But like you can look it up, like 60 or 70% of the world trades in dollars, so you always have that. And now, since our president is really good with Saudi Arabia and all these oil producing companies, nobody gonna question the petrodollar, and then you're good. But if people are starting to challenge that, use other, forms of currencies, the yuan, rupees, whatever it is, then it's gonna be problems when you're a high-paying job. Staff trained by talented Americans now. Yeah, I think so too. I think people need to be trained. Yeah. I think what was a huge downfall was that college was what people told and they even told me that in Europe that college is the only solution to having a good life, and it's not. You can be really good at the trade, start your own company, make a lot of money. You can do, yeah. But people in the United States went into college and they got a degree in how to stitch towels together and took out $100,000 loan to do it, and then at the end of the day, that wasn't a skill that wasn't that much in demand, and now they're in their 50s and 60s and still paying it off. Does anyone take euros in Vegas? No, nobody takes euros in Vegas. But you can exchange it. You can exchange at the airport. You can exchange at a bunch of places. But yeah, that's just how it goes. You gotta be. Certifications are the new college career. Yep. Yep. Not in IT. That's a dead sector. I know. IT is brutal. Even, yeah, with AI, even though I say, people say, oh, AI is not ready yet. Yeah, it's not. But look at what it can do in, when did GPT come out? 2 years ago? What can it do in 10 years from now? It will replace content creator. It will replace um, dishwashers. It will replace servers. They're already rolling out these tablets everywhere. It will literally like the trades is like now like with AI. It's like one of the places where you're like it's gonna be replaced last because it's so complex. Yeah, trade job and short apply. Yeah, yep. AI is already looking amazing. It's ramping up. I know AI, and for these people that I got into like a beef with somebody in my comment section that was like that said it will never hit nurses. And I looked into it, and Nvidia and Qualcomm or whatever it is, or Qualcomm, this company that does all the manufacturing for iPhones, is investing billions of dollars into AI nurses. So they're starting to monitor patients really well. So everybody's going to get their own robot that's basically AI powered that monitors your vitals. Yeah, Qualcomm. Yeah, yeah, that monitors your vitals. That tells the nurse, hey, there was abnormalities, or the doctor, hey, it's time to take your pill. Hey, it's do this. You can have interactions. So they're doing so much investment into that sector that something will happen. And when these companies invest that much money, yeah, it's yeah, they don't want TikTok dance during the pandemic. Yeah, and that's not even before TikTokers were making this insane amount of money, and now it's dried up. Everything new, it gets so much money. Everything that comes out, they're like, hey, let's throw just millions at it and see what sticks. But this AI thing, it's coming. That's why I always say you gotta be there where you're cautious but embrace it, learn about it, and see how you can become an expert in your field. Pro Fun is cooked now too. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be all AI, 100%. Why spend so much money on these creators when you can have AI do it? And you can have an AI girlfriend. I'm telling you, that industry, the corn industry, is gonna have so much coming. Like so, yeah, it's like yeah. I taught an online course today to eighth grades of the future of AI. The kiddos are not really care that their jobs will be affected and probably be deleted in the future. Yep. You prompted exact kink you want and you're good. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna when I think about the future and how I see it kind of pan out, it's gonna be like this matrix where you're probably gonna get one of these Tesla bots, if like an Optimus thing, an Optimus like robot, and that robot you can then say, oh, do I need it as a lawyer? Let me upload the lawyer module for a one-time payment of $5,000, or I pay monthly for $199, and it will be your lawyer. And then you're like, oh, I need something else. I need it to do my dishes. Oh, the dishwasher module, the housekeeper module is $299 a month. And all of a sudden you're paying $299 a month. Yeah. Replacement of kids, yeah. So it's like, so when you're looking at it, it's like it's coming. It's slowly coming. They're investing so much money into it because then all of a sudden it's like, oh, and then they can say, oh, you never have to die. We'll just transfer your personality to that robot. It's like it's all coming. It's just a matter of time. Will we see it in our lifetime? I think so. I think in the next 25 years, something will hit mainstream and they will come. Softball, yeah, something like it. Something, yeah, something will come. I think when you have all these AI chips, I saw the Nvidia CEO talk about how the supercomputer that they had 5 years was a whole like a room full of computers with like 10,000 chips. Now they say it fits like in a computer, like it's not the size of just a normal desktop, like a supercomputer. It's not the size of like a desktop. What used to be like a whole server room with like 10,000 CPUs and GPUs and all that kind of other stuff is now just the size of like a normal laptop. So it's like this is the same speed as the one we had with so many other things. So we're advancing fast. And when you look at what he's talking about that even AI is now designing its own chips. So AI isn't even doing all the programming. It is AI doing AI chips. So it's like who can grasp that? It's like yeah, it's like that kind of goes above my head and my pay grade when we talk about it when he was talking about it like yeah, we have to do math equations but we're not even there. So it's like yeah, you got to go watch it. He's a very smart dude. Very smart guy. Yeah. You learn a lot from just watching. But I always say you gotta, in order now to just kind of make it. I love barbecue chips. Yeah, me too. Who doesn't like barbecue chips? So yeah, in order to now make it, you gotta either inherit it or work so hard and fail so many times at things. It's just crazy. And I don't think that you should get like too worried about it. I think you just take LinkedIn courses. Where are you speaking from now? What? Where are you speaking from now? Where am I from now? Las Vegas. Hanging out in Las Vegas with my little puppy right here, huh? Yeah, she's hanging outside with me. Yeah, she's a good dog. Everybody should have a dog. Like, literally, it is one of the greatest joys ever. They give you so much. Nikki from Texas. Hello. Hi, Nikki. How's it going? How's life treating you? Yeah. Yeah, it's nice out in Las Vegas. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Yeah, what do you guys want to chat about? What's going on? Just hanging out here, chatting with you guys. What do you guys got going on over the weekend? Cool place. Um, cool place. How is the real estate market? Is Las Vegas in? So real estate market in Las Vegas?
Honey, it's time to.
Okay. I have 2 kids. My dogs are the best thing I've gotten on right now. Okay.
I need my husband back. It's time for you to end the live.
Okay. I gotta get going. But how good is the real estate market? That's my last question. It's doing all right. You just gotta buy right and keep it for a long time. You'll always be fine. Don't over leverage. Don't buy something that you don't know what you're buying. I have 2 kids and my dogs are the best thing I've got going on right now. I love it. Same here. I got Hemi Terra real quick. Hemi Terra, look at this one. This one is Terra. This is Terra. She is a crazy one. She's a baby. She runs and she has elephant ears. That's what I call it because she can do the ears. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys. I got to get going. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.